Hello and welcome. Today we are going to see institutions in the money market and their role in the money market. In previous video, we saw a brief introduction of money market where we saw the structure and role of the money market. In this video, we'll particularly focus on the institutions which are operating in the money market and they are playing a pivot role in the money market. So the first institution in the money market is the central bank. The central bank of the country is the pivot around which the entire money market revolves. You must be knowing that the Indian Central Bank, which is also known as the RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, is the head and the organizing body and also the a body which represent Indian money market in the international markets. So the RBI plays a very important role in the Indian money market. It also acts as the guardian of the money market and increases or decreases the supply of money and credit in the interest of stability of the economy. RBI always play an important role while making sure that the stability in the Indian economy always maintains. So RBI's role is a very crucial role, as we know that whenever there is an inflationary situation in the market, RBI comes on the front and they say that we will deal with it by selling or by accepting some securities from the people, so that they just want to reduce the money supply in the market so that the inflation can be tackled. And same is the thing with the deflationary phase where the RBI actually actually purchases security from the people to increase the money supply in the market. So RBI is a very active body in the money market. You have to understand that it does it for the stability of the Indian economy. So it does not itself enter into the direct transactions but controls the money market through variations in the bank rate and the open market operation. Whatever I told you now are the part of the open market operations performed by the RBI for the sake of stability in the money market. So I would say that RBI is a body which acts as the controller and acts as the body which will look after the all transactions of the money market, but it will not directly interfere in the operations of the money market by taking participation or taking part into the transactions of the money market. So the second body or the second institution in the money market is the commercial banks. Commercial banks are nothing but the profit oriented banks which will grant loans or the lend loans to the participator of the money market by accepting their treasury bills and the promissory notes against the advances paid or the overdraft paid by them. So commercial banks plays an important role. They will lend to those investors or those customers which will deposit their promissory notes or the discount bills or the treasury bills to those commercial banks, and hence they will accept their promissory notes or their securities at the mortgages, and hence they will lend these loans to those customers. So commercial banks always wants to increase their profits, and they do this by lending their money to these money market players. Okay, so the non-banking financial intermediaries, what are these non-banking financial intermediaries? So they are the commercial banks, but there are some different role assigned to them. They are non-bank financial intermediaries which lend short-term funds to the borrowers in the money market. So such financial intermediaries are saving banks, investment houses, insurance companies, provident funds, and other financial corporations. You must be knowing that there is a provident fund provision for the government employees or from certain private sector employees also. So these provident funds are nothing but the funds collected from the salaries of their employees, and it is deposited with the provident fund of the or the provident fund account of that typical institutions. So there is a lot of amount is just lying around, and so they want to increase their profit by just granting this EPF amount as a loan amount to their customers. So I would say that NBFC or NBFI are the institutions which acts as a lender but not as the depositor. So they are always deal in a short-term loan lending. So that whenever a situation arises when the employee or when a customer asks for their PF or for their insurances, they can immediately pull down their investments and they can lend their or they can just transact their typical entities amount into their bank accounts. So NBFIs are doing a fine work in the money market also. And the third is the discount houses and bill brokers. Now, what are the bill brokers and discount houses? Bill brokers are those people who acts as brokers or works on our behalf with the typical security exchange offices. So in developed markets, private companies operate discount houses. The primary functions of the discount, I have mentioned these primary functions of these discount houses here. So is to discount bills on behalf of others. They in turn from the commercial banks and acceptance houses. Along with the discount houses, there are bill brokers in the money market who act as the intermediaries between borrowers and lenders by the discount bills of exchange at a nominal commissions. In underdeveloped money market, only bill brokers operate. See, what are the brokers here? You have heard the term of brokers in stock related with the stock market. So there are some brokers in the money market also. Brokers are nothing but they are intermediaries. They are the people who will intermediate between you as a buyer of the bill and uh, the entity which will discount your bills. So like I would say that they are nothing but the agents of working on the behalf of the people. So this discounting of the bills known as taking bill, converting it into the money and handing that money to the customer. So this is known as the discounting. But the discounting includes the brokerage pays to the firm. That the brokerage depends upon the amount of the money that I would say, like let to give you the example, I'll give you that let's say there is 100 rupees bill and the brokerage on that bill is 2% of that 100 rupees. So 2 rupees will be paid to that brokerage firm and remaining 98 rupees will be paid to the customer. So this is known as discounting also and the brokerage also. So these are the houses which plays the important role in the money market. So this was all about the money market players and the institutions working in the money market. In next topic, I will be teaching you the deficiencies of the Indian money market and the reforms taken in the money market after 1991. Here we will discuss some short stories of the money market also, and what are the deficiencies and how these deficiencies have caused the money market as a huge losses also. So till then, take your care and stay healthy, take necessary precautions. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.